Hi everybody, it's Lori Wetzel here with the next installment of Tech Tip Tuesdays. And today I'm going to share with you a Web 2.0 tool that is called Scribblar.com. Scribblar.com. And what Scribblar is an online collaboration tool in the form of a whiteboard. It is actually a multi-page whiteboard that allows for real-time collaboration. It includes live audio, it includes text chatting, and it allows you to upload different assets such as images, Word documents, or PDFs. And as far as I can tell, there's absolutely no limit on the number of users. It's similar to sync.in in terms of its capabilities, but has a lot more options. Scribblar.com is a free tool, like most of them are. You do have to go in and create an account, and I have done so, and I have already logged in. So what I'm going to do is go to my account home, and when I get there, it will show me if I have any rooms. I am going to go ahead and create a new room to show you how this works. And I should mention, as I go back, that rooms that have not been accessed for more than 60 days will be removed. So they are not always going to be there. Just keep that date in mind if it is a room that you wish to have available to students. Okay, so creating a room is very, very simple. All I do is go in and create room, and I will call it Wetzel Room 2. There are some options here. You do want to allow invites so that others can invite, other students can invite others into your room. Embedding allows you for easy linking and embedding into other websites. I will tell you I haven't tried that yet, but the embed code is there, just like so many of the other Web 2.0 tools. Do not allow room locking, because you can actually be locked out of your own room if the students choose to play around with those options. You do want to make the room public so that you can give your students access to the room easily, and you do want to auto-promote the guests most likely, simply because it means that your students can go on as users to your room and modify it if you want it to be an interactive experience. So I'm going to go ahead and say create this room, and that's all there is to it. So now I can visit this room, I can create another room, or I can view the room list. I'm just going to go ahead and visit the room that I just created. I'm just going to go ahead and share with you some of the options that are available within this interface. You'll see participants over here, and I will be logging in to another computer onto this website, and that's all you have to do to share this with students is share this URL. So if they type this URL into their browser, they will be able to take part in your online collaboration on this whiteboard. I should also mention, unlike sync.in, which is a one-page, pretty basic sort of interface, this one actually has a number of pages. So if you have 32 students all online at the same time, you can assign different groups of students to different pages, which offers kind of a nice option. I'm going to take a moment just to go ahead and log in on my other computer so that you can see an additional participant pop up. So I'm on my other computer right now, and all I did was type in the URL. It does take a moment to load, and it's recognizing them both as me because I've used both computers. What will happen with your students is they will be prompted to put in a username. So they will be prompted to just put in their first name. It doesn't require an actual account within the website. So just to orient you to what is going on this site, over on the right hand side you've got your drawing tools. So this is your selector tool. You can use the pencil tool to draw, and if you happen to have a slate or something that will allow you to write more naturally with a pencil, it'll probably work a little better than writing with a mouse, but either one would work. You have a text tool, and you can choose your different options in terms of font and size and bold and italics and color and all that good stuff. You have line tools and different shape tools, and whenever you hover over them, it basically tells you exactly what each of these tools does. You also have the highlighter tool and you have a stamp tool. So those are all pretty basic features that are available in a lot of different applications. Along the top, again, you've got some pretty basic icons, and if you hover over them, it tells you exactly what they are. You have the ability to cut, copy, paste, undo, redo, delete, flip horizontally and vertically. You have the option to lock and unlock objects. You have the option to clear the page, clear multiple pages, actually take snapshots of what is in your whiteboard. You have a pointer tool. You've got a grid tool. This is an equation editor, and I wish I could say it worked really easily. It's not a very intuitive tool. And if you wish to pay for the upgrade, they have a way of incorporating Wolfram Alpha for you math teachers out there directly into your whiteboard. Up here you have room options, and this is where you can send your invite, and the sending the invite goes through email if you wanted to let your students know about your room in that way. You also have the option to embed the room. So this is the HTML code necessary to embed your room into a website. And up here it does mention that they recommend you dedicate a full page of it if you embed the full room. This image button is literally just HTML code that will put this button onto your website and will take your kids directly to your room within Scribblar. There's a couple more areas. Right here is the audio chat feature, and it is live audio chatting back and forth as long as both users are equipped with a microphone. So if you are doing some online tutoring while the student is at home and you are at home, this is something that may be a really useful tool for being able to communicate what it is that you're putting on your whiteboard. You also have a chat feature down in the bottom right hand side. So if I'm just going to very quickly simulate what you might do with students, maybe you are working with equations and you want to show the students how to solve a particular kind of equation. And pardon my writing with the mouse, it's going to be a little choppy. So maybe 3x plus 2 equals 8. So then I would show them how I'm going to be subtracting 2 from both sides. I end up with 3x equals 6. And keep in mind, the students on the other side are seeing everything happen at exactly the same time, and if you happen to be narrating it, they will be able to hear it as well. If they have questions, they could type them into the chat feature over here. So I divided both sides by 3, so I end up with x equals 2. So in terms of some tutoring, when you're not both in the same place, this might be a really great way to do it. One other feature, or a couple other features I want to share, you actually have the ability to pull in a PowerPoint presentation up to 5 slides. And if your presentation is more than 5 slides, you could just split it up into 2. But it's this area right here that's called Assets. I'm going to go to another page, and I'm going to go to my Assets, and I have the ability to actually upload images and documents directly into my Scribblar page. So if I choose to upload a new document, I'm going to click on Browse, and I saved a Venn diagram, for instance. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to upload it. And it goes into my assets over here. So now it did go on to page 2, but I could put it on other pages as well if I wish. I might recommend that if you're going to do something like this with the students, that you use the locking tool, so that while the students can go in and interact with the graphic, they're not able to actually move the Venn diagram around, and it might help in terms of management of your room of whatever activity you happen to be doing in class. I'm going to go to another page and just show you how it's very easy. Let's say you were discussing a homework assignment and trying to answer some questions for a student. Notice the different types of file types that are supported. I'm going to go ahead and click on Browse, and I actually have a PDF of adding fractions. And I'm going to upload this, And this again goes into my assets, and this PDF document is right in here, and you can now interact with the document live. Your students can see it. I should also mention that not only can your students see these assets over here on the right hand side, if you click on one of them, they actually have the ability to download it. So if they wanted to take this Venn diagram and download the file for their use on their end, they are able to do that, which is kind of a neat feature. This again was a very, very basic overview of what Scribblar has to offer. I am going to go back to Scribblar.com. If this is something that interests you and something you want to learn more about, I would suggest that you go to the videos portion, and within the videos there are some great little tutorials. The Scribblar Getting Started will get you started on actually creating your account and creating your first room. The Scribblar Basics video will go through just that. It will go through the basics that I touched on briefly, and then they have a Beyond the Basics section that will get in a little bit more into the assets and things that I had talked about. I should mention that you are not actually able to save your Scribblar documents. Like I said here, your rooms can be accessed for 60 days. Or rooms that have not been accessed for more than 60 days are removed. So if you keep it active, it won't actually be removed. I'm going to go ahead and visit my page one more time just to show you one more feature. And when you get into your site, you actually have an option right here to do a snapshot. So if you wanted to take a picture of exactly what is going on your screen at that point in time, this will take a snapshot of what you did and make that available in your assets area so the students could download it, or you could even incorporate it into other media. I hope that you might have a use for Scribblar.com. You know where to find me if you have any questions. Have a great day.